Hello and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. I've been hearing the term plan of succession sort of tossed around the office a lot lately. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about what that means.
Yes, this is a new requirement from licensing, and what it is if you die, hopefully this will never happen, but while you're still a licensee, they want you to have a plan in what happens next, and it's called the succession plan. And you need to submit this to licensing, and they're asking for it now, so it's one of the things you want to do pretty soon. And first thing you got to do is decide what would happen, and you've got like three choices. You can sell or gift the facility to a family member. You can put the facility on the market, or basically you just close the facility. But you got to let licensing know what your plan is. And what happens is once this is turned in, and if something happens to you and you can't run the facility, they have what's called an EOA. So the EOA is an emergency approval to operate, and that will go into effect if you have this plan in with licensing. Otherwise, it can be a mess waiting to get it set up. So the succession plan gets this in place already. And then you need to have a designee who's going to be taking over the facility if you can't do it anymore. Something happens to you. So they have a letter that you got to turn into licensing that the designee, whoever that's going to be, is agreeing to run your facility until you do one of those three choices. And it may be that designee takes over the facility, it may be that they sell it for you, or they just close it. But the letter, it's just one-page form, and it has to be notarized. So you're gonna decide what to do, find a designee, usually it's a relative, have a letter notarized, and then turn that plan into licensing. There's a very specific timeline. Within 24 hours, if you die, the designee will have to notify licensing. Within 5 days, they have to notify them whether they're going to keep the building operating, apply for a new license, and then they have 20 days to apply for that license. And then licensing has 60 days to grant that. And so they also will put the emergency plan of operation into effect as soon as you let them know that the licensee is passed. So it's a lot of work. We have it prepared if you want to order one. They're $150 for members, $200 for non-members. And like the infection control plan, we can get it out to you pretty much same day, within 24 hours. So anyway, call the office with questions. There'll be more information. And we still have room on a cruise. You want to come with us to Alaska in July, call the office. Let's get you signed up for that. Thank you.